great match! Okay, you've got a short break until your next match. Rest up so you can wow the crowd with your skills later.
The general can say whatever he wants, but none of it reaches my furry ears. What about your non-furry ears, the ones like inside the suit? My heart's at the bottom of a deep, dark well. I won, but it feels so hollow.
Why? Why won't anyone believe good old, trusty, adorable Teddie?
Maybe because he uses too many adjectives.
Rise-chan, Nao-chan, and I went through good times and tough times together. We were all friends. Why would they say that?
Thinking about that makes me feel even emptier. That's right. In other words...
Everything about this tournament is unbearable!
Are you depressed or goofing around? Pick one.
He kind of just does both at, like, all times. Ah, so cold! Nao-chan's normally so nice. I mean, wow.
I can't believe she tore me apart like that.
How do you mean? You two were just talking to yourselves.
What?
Talking to ourselves? Huh? What is Miss President saying? Nao-chan took me apart with her usual logic every time I said anything. Aw, crud. If I keep thinking about it, these big teddy bear eyes of mine are gonna be like leaky faucets.
That's the enemy's special power.
I rub my eyes to make it look less like I'm crying as Nao-chan gets back to her feet. I want to rush over and make sure she's not hurt, but I'm a shadow, so... Seeing me stop myself, Nao-chan speaks up uneasily.
It seems to be capable of interfering with our cognition. What we're saying becomes warped in the listener's ears.
This isn't Persona 5, you can't talk about cognition, that's illegal.
Though we bear each other no ill will, our speech sounds abusive.
First, Naoto mentions the phrase Phantom Thief in Persona 4, and now she talks about cognition. I think Naoto is a bigger Persona 5 fan than anyone else. Our cognition? Abusive? I don't think I know what she means, but there is something I pieced together. Next, she's gonna start saying adult bad. If I'm right.
Then you don't hate me?
Perish the thought. You're a precious friend of mine. I'll always like you.
I'll hate you enough for everyone, Teddie, don't worry. Oh, that gentle Nao-chan smile. There we go. That's the Nao-chan I know so well.
Nao-chan!
Whoa!
I can't hold back my overflowing passion anymore and dive right into Nao-chan's bosom. Oh my goodness. To my surprise, her arms wrap around me. I might get away with this.
Teddie, that tickles. Hey, stop nuzzling your head against me.
Nao-chan, I'm against girls binding their breasts like this.
Shoot him, please shoot him. Shoot him in the eye.
It's none of your concern. Ugh.
Aw, don't be that way. Just let me nuzzle a little more.
Enough.
Maybe I got a little carried away, and I was so close. As Nao-chan fixes her clothing, she turns towards Miss President, who was watching us get all lovey-dovey.
Excuse me for not introducing myself. It's nice to meet you. I'm Naoto Shirogane, a private detective.
Hi.
Isn't she elegant? Nao-chan may not look it, but she's a girl.
Huh? Hey, you're right. You're one classy gal.
What? What happened when you said the phrase, hey, you're right? Like, it sounded like Teddie said it, you didn't believe it, and then you somehow verified it. Haha, it's hard to notice, huh? But if they look close enough, anybody could tell how cute Nao-chan is. I saw how cute Nao-chan is, and I surprised Miss President too, so that's good enough for me.
Well, enough about me. Now, you are?
These weird people were chasing her, so I was acting as her knight.
It's time to let Nao-chan know how great I've been. Then she can tell me what a good job I've been doing as a knight. It's my grand adventure where Sir Teddie valiantly protects Miss President from the three wicked people looking for the mysterious Labrys. But I only get as far as the pretty lady who mentioned Kirijo when Nao-chan asked me to talk more about her. Oh, is Nao-chan interested in my story? I'm just interested in Mitsuru Kirijo, so I always want to hear more about her.
The fake Teddie was really worked up about those three for some reason, and they kept calling Miss President Lab this? It didn't make any sense to me.
A major figure within the world-renowned Kirijo group was personally undertaking a search for something in this world.
A world-renowned major figure? She seems surprised for some reason. Between Juness and that, I wonder which is higher up. I didn't even have to think about that one. I'm pretty sensitive to stuff like that after all. Juness is just a department store chain. I mean, between a complete disappointment and a beautiful lady. If I line the two of them up, it's obvious which Dawn is higher ranking. I'm finished telling my side of the story, so now it's Nao-chan's turn. Why is she here in this world? She said she was too busy with work. My Teddie senses tell me it has to do with those three strange people.
So I guess you're looking for this Labrys too?
A reasonable guess, but incorrect. I was investigating Kirijo-san for other reasons.
Naoto, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mitsuru is leagues above you in class, so you better just step off right now, because she's better than you in every way. I'm just warning you. Whoa, it's rare for her to tell us about her work right out like that. Is Nao-chan being so open because I was all mopey just now? Aw, Nao-chan, I love how you look cool but have such a big heart. I'm falling for you even more.
Labrys, huh? Is there anything else you can relate, Teddie and...
Nao-chan trails off there. It's even rarer for Nao-chan, with her keen mind and insight, to stop in the middle of a conversation. What does this mean? She was looking right at me when she stopped talking. Gasp! Oh, Nao-chan, you sly devil.
Oh my.
What's that look about?
I mean, your smoldering gaze was so intense.
Naoto's face looks so stupid with that expression.
Ah, the usual misunderstanding then. So, what's her name?
Name? Miss President's name? First name Miss, last name President?
Teddie, you've been with her all this time and never asked her name?
Classic simp.
Tut tut. Even if I don't know her name, Miss President is Miss President.
That's...
But it would make me happier to know your name. Let's hear it, Miss President.
Miss President looks away awkwardly for some reason. Oh, I get it. It must be because I'm so smoking hot. But we've been together for such a long time. There's no need for her to be embarrassed now. I step even closer and look into her face again. I can see a slight blush on her cheeks and... Oh, wait. She's grimacing and about to speak.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Wait, do you have amnesia? Have you forgotten your name?
What is this, an Atlus game? What a shocker! I wasn't expecting that at all. I wonder if Nao-chan is as surprised as me. I turn around to ask, but surprisingly, or maybe not, Nao-chan is as calm as ever. Words. Yeah, I forgot Nao-chan never gets shaken.
I'm curious. You don't have the power to wield a persona as we do, correct?
Miss President nods. I nod too, in case the first one wasn't enough. Seeing that, Nao-chan starts to explain. Haha, she gets so excited when she lectures.
It's possible that General Teddie is a shadow born from you.
That fake Teddie is her shadow? But shadows usually look like the real person.
When I think back to everyone's shadows last year, they all looked like the original person before they went berserk.
That's true. But though it may resemble you, it can't possibly be your shadow, Teddie. You were able to use your persona, and so could the others I've seen. That's why I think it's highly likely that this is her shadow, since she has no persona.
I'm convinced that it's not my shadow, but I still think there's something wrong. Shadows want to do what the original person wants to do, or things that person tried to hide, so that's strange to me. Since that would mean...
Does that mean Miss President wanted to be me?
No one would ever want to be you, Teddie.
Yeah, no.
I knew you would say that, but it still cuts like a knife.
No, that's not what I meant. The General looked like that even before I met you. Though it's still not like I want to be you.
What an honest answer, Miss President. That's fine. I'm the best there is at being me, after all.
What if we ignore its appearance and think more about its role?
Huh? Instead of wanting to look like me, Miss President wanted to hold this P-1 Grand Prix like the General?
That can't be. I want to stop this tournament.
Miss President protests, but suddenly closes her mouth and looks at me. What is it? Is there something she wants to say to me? She looks so sad, though.
You're right, though. Thinking about it, we already know that you're not the same guy as the General. This ain't your fight. So I shouldn't be all clingy and cause more trouble.
Miss President?
Miss President turns her back to us.
Sorry I doubted you before. And thanks for looking after me this far.
Miss President, what's gotten into you? You can't go alone!
Suddenly, Miss President turns and runs. I hurry after her, but whoa, she's passing right through the walls I couldn't get through before. I forgot she can pass through those invisible walls for some reason. Even if I go after her, her lead's getting bigger. Oh no, I gotta catch up to her somehow.
If that fake Teddie really is Miss President's shadow, she'll be in trouble. Now, Chan, we need to go rescue Miss President together.
It's dangerous to face your shadow alone. I would have been in big trouble if Sensei and all my friends weren't with me when it happened to me. I was worried because I would be your only ally, but now I have Nao-chan for backup. I'm sure I could save Miss President with her help. She's the one who figured out who the fake Teddie really is, after all. But just as I'm getting excited, Nao-chan sadly shakes her head. Why? Isn't she coming with me?
Unfortunately, Teddie, there are rules to this tournament. The moment two participants meet, the area becomes sealed off with invisible walls. Only the victor may pass through them.
Oh.
That reminds me, the half-naked man and pretty lady didn't chase after me once the fight ended. I thought I just got lucky, but maybe it was because they were tripped up by those invisible walls? I get it now, I didn't notice that at all. Well, it's not that important. But it does mean that I have to save Miss President on my own. This could be tricky. Sure, I'm her knight, and I need to save her to put things right, but I've never fought a shadow all alone before. Nao-chan's smart, why can't she find a way to come along? Nao-chan speaks up again.
There's no conclusive evidence yet, but that girl may not be human.
Huh? What do you mean?
And if General Teddie is her shadow, nothing could be more cruel. I thought that a weapon with a heart was only a rumor.
What's she talking about? A webbing with a heart sounds kind of strange. But she's not joking, is she? I can see in Nao-chan's eyes that she's serious. It's a little different from a smoldering, passionate gaze. I need to listen carefully to what she's saying. Even though I don't understand, I gotta listen.
Teddie, I believe you may be able to help her. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. It's dangerous for her to be alone. Please go and find her.
Uh-huh. I still don't get it. But I think I know what she means anyway. I tighten my adorable paws into fists and make a vow.
Okay, I'm Miss President's guardian knight. I'll protect her come what may.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Even though I am worried and kinda scared. But if only I can save her, I'd be no true man if I didn't make up my mind to do it. I waved to Nao-chan and get ready to go. Oh, I got so fired up that I almost forgot.
Be careful too, okay, Nao-chan? Even though I can't stay here with you, I worry about you. The good thing about caring for people is you're not limited to just one, so I can help Miss President and still always be with you.
Thank you, but don't worry. I'm not alone. You either, Teddie, and neither is she.
I'm not alone. Nao-chan's words lit a tiny flame inside me into a huge bonfire. Nao-chan and I aren't alone, and Miss President isn't either, so I don't need to feel lonely even if I run after her all on my own. Yo, we're back in the hallway. Let's go. Hard to starboard. I keep running, but I still can't find Miss President. I just keep running into those invisible walls. I've run into so many of them now that I feel like they're my real enemy. Going face first into one really hurts. Even if I go slow with my hands in front of me, my face hits it first. It's just how I am. I think I'm gonna cry if I run into one more. But then...
Huh?
This feels familiar. My Teddie sense is smelling something.
Please, Teddie!
That's Risei-chan!
I'm so glad I made contact with you. Oh, but you better quiet down.
Oh, right.
I immediately zip my lips. My zipper is on my neck. I was making an analogy. I hate Teddie.
Risei-chan, are you back to being your old self again? Do you know who I am? Because I'm not that general.
Sure, I know who you are. I'm pissed about that knockoff bear using my voice, too. I'm so glad. Ever since this weird fake Teddie kidnapped me, I've been all alone. The others are fighting each other, too.
Oh my, she sounded angry for a second. My sexy voice must have soothed her nerves. She sounds so teary-eyed that she must have been pretty nervous. Looks like I've got to save her too.
I'm sorry, Teddie. You must have heard some horrible things in my voice.
Huh? Even though it wasn't Rise-chan's fault, I guess she still feels bad about it. She snaps at me sometimes, but she's nice deep down. A true man would feign ignorance at times like these.
Not me, nope. Actually, it wasn't that different than usual.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Teddie actually has negative brain cells. Huh? Is she mad? Did I steer the conversation wrong? They do say a girl's heart is a pickle as a summer breeze. What is as pickle? I want to die! I'd better change the subject.
By the way, Rise-chan, where are you?
In the announcement room. I got kidnapped by that general guy. He was watching me too close for me to use my persona.
Goodness gracious! He kidnapped Rizette and locked her up to further his evil schemes! That pervert! He's an even worse guy than I thought! I wish I was in his shoes.
Hey, moron, what are you fantasizing about?
I can't help myself. Oh, but Rise-chan, is it okay for you to talk to me like this?
Rise-chan says she finally got to use her persona when the general left the announcement room. By the way, we're just not even gonna talk about any of that right there. Just further proof that Teddie sucks. And now she's contacting each of us to let us know that the general is the fake Teddie and the Rise-chan we heard over the PA is a fake too. That was nice of her. What else do I need to ask her?
Isn't the P-1 Grand Prix still going on?
Yeah, it hasn't ended yet. Actually, Kanji seems to have gotten the wrong idea about it. He's going nuts.
I bet he fell for that manliest of all men line. It's not hard to see that happening with Kanji.
I know, right? Seriously, that stupid Kanji.
He's stupid, but he has a heart of gold. Honestly, the things I've been through, I don't know what to do about Kanji's harebrained antics anymore. Even though she didn't ask, I tell Rise-chan what's happened so far since I thought she should know. Everything about Miss President, how I've been working hard as her knight, and how I'm on my way to the announcement room to protect her too. Huh, now that I say it out loud, I sound pretty cool. I am pretty cool, huh? Cool as a Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wow, sounds like you've been busy.
I can step up to the plate when I need to.
Yeah, it's because that girl is cute, isn't it? Anyway.
Rise-chan? Are you all right? Rise-chan!
The communication suddenly cuts off with a scream. Did the general come back? I won't forgive him if he does anything to Rise-chan. Wait, huh? Does this mean I'm the hero here?
I can't stand around like this. I'll save Rise-chan and Miss President. Rawr! This looks like a job for Teddie Man!
I'll protect Miss President and save Rise-chan like it's no big thing. A sweet life with girls fawning over me is just around the corner. Time for this knight to do his thing.
Sorry for the wait. I'm here to save the day.
Wham! Oh dear, this announcement room looks a little different than normal, doesn't it? It's a lot more red. What are those mannequins doing there? I slam open the announcement room door like a hero, and with a colorful puff of smoke, or so I imagine anyway, I give a one-liner for my entrance. Whoa! Why is it all bloody and disturbing in here? Isn't the announcement room a place where you make announcements? No, that's crazy. That's madness. What in the world could this be? Well, I'll put that aside for now. I need to take care of Miss President Rise-chan. Oh, I can see their hearts were captivated by my amazing entrance. Huh? There's another girl here.
Teddie! She's that girl Shadow!
Oh, she's already Shadow Labris. Didn't have to bother with that same transformation animation like all the other times. Rise-chan points to a girl who looks a lot like Miss President. She's pretty, but I remember now, she reminds me of Ai-chan. Is that what Miss President wants to look like? Oops, gotta save that for later. I bust a cool move and point to the shadow.
So it was true.
Miss President's shadow was the culprit. I take some fancy steps and stand between the shadow and the girls to protect them. Man, that was cool even for me. I'm so awesome. Now all that's left is to say my signature line.
Well, now that I'm here, you're not gonna lay a finger on these girls. Come and get...
No! You're not me!
She said the thing!
Huh? What? Things are that far gone already?
Yes, the power!
Alright, well, that was a different animation. Hadn't seen that one yet, I don't think. The shadow gains more and more power from his president denying it, and it turns into... Holy moly, a gigantic bull! It's huge. It's ginormous. Aren't I kind of small next to that?
That thing looks pretty strong.
I was about to say, this looks like a to-be-continued moment. Alright, that didn't take us long. About an hour of stream to get done with Teddie's episode. We are almost at 40%. I wonder if we can get to 50% done today. Probably not. Probably be able to get to like 46 plus, but I can dream. I guess now we probably just get straight into Naoto's episode. Hopefully finish it, and then we can start Mitsuru's today.
What follows are my impressions of the organization called the Shadow Operatives, as well as their leader, Mitsuru Kirijo.
My fingers fly across the keyboard. My last case was special. I need to complete my report before I forget any important details. My name is Naoto Shirogane. I'm a detective. The Shirogane family has been working as detectives for generations. Though I'm young and still in high school, I have been given the opportunity to take on several cases and have built up experience as a detective. My work has earned me some trust, as every so often the police will come to me for assistance. That's where this story begins, a sudden request from the Inaba Police Department. That was about a month ago, early April. Last summer, I had received a request from the prefectural police to come to the town of Inaba. A bizarre series of murders was occurring. A corpse would turn up every morning after a foggy night. In the end, it turned out to be the most difficult case of my career. It's been about 2 weeks since that case was closed. No, from the public's viewpoint, 4 months have passed since the crimes were stopped. The culprit has been arrested and prosecuted. Peace is returned, but with it comes a depressing proposition. I'm not unwilling to help the police again, but my involvement with the previous case is not something I'd like to go through again. To be completely honest, that particular case was no simple series of murders. During the course of my investigation, I obtained a supernatural power known as my persona, making me more than just a detective. I collaborated with other persona users and became directly involved with the events of the case. Of course, if I was to tell this to the police, it would be treated as nonsense. Worst case scenario, I would be discredited. Having to leave out those details while explaining the events of the case is more than a little nerve-wracking, and feels like lying, but there you have it. While on my way to the police department for this new case, I go through a list of possible questions and answers I would need.